Hola. My name's Jonah.
And I'm Cherie.
And we chose relationships over comfort. The way we came about coming to LifeSpring was through our old church, Crossroads, and Dylan was one of the pastors there, and he had asked Cherie and I out to lunch one day, and then we had the big discussion and
about coming to LifeSpring. Because he decided to plan at that time. So John always says I was ready to go, and I feel like I was from the moment. But Jonah is he's a thinker, and so we went home, and I was like, what do you think about this?
I told her I wasn't hearing anything. Crossroads was our comfortable blanket, and she kept on asking me every day, and I forgot how much longer away it was, but I was going to work one day, and all of a sudden I heard you're not meant to be comfortable. And we were very comfortable where we were. Great church, but that was just, the light bulb went off, and called her and said, we gotta go.
So starting out with LifeSpring was pretty awesome. It was different. We've never been on a church plant before. So we started with Vision Nights. We were at JCC is where we were gonna host the church. So we met in the cafeteria there. And there had been flyers and different things given out. So it was pretty amazing to see just people show up for Vision Night.
Always had good food if nothing else. But it was a great thing to see how that grew, because we went from there to taking over several classrooms, and it was amazing how it came about, because everything came off of a big long trailer every Sunday, and everything had to be in its place. And
once we got LifeSpring actually going, yes, then there was the load in and load out.
And load out, we had to be there like at 6 o'clock in the morning and leave maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We had to reset everything back up as it was when we came in that morning, every Sunday.
It's definitely a commitment, but it's so rewarding. I think one of my favorite memories of LifeSpring is even just the first Sunday, when you've worked so hard to get this, up and going, what you feel like is the Lord's will, and then you're just waiting for the people that He's gonna bring, and to see people come, to know that the Lord is the one that brought them. It was really exciting for us.
I remember our first baptism we had there. We had to warm the water up in pots in the
kitchen.
School kitchen in there, and go outside and pour it in a big baptistry we had loaned from Crossroads. That was amazing to see that day.
We had the stove loaded up with huge pots, just boiling the water so that we could get it warm enough for someone to have their baptism.
Definitely over the last 10 years, the relationships have been a very important part of it, because you've got to have that family in church that you can rely on when there are downtimes, not even at church, but it's good to have someone to fall back on, and we had a very, very good web of people around us that were there to help us out.
Yeah, and I say that we've been, Jonah and I have served on the hospitality team, and so that has always given us the first introduction to people. I can remember certain days that people have come, like Will and Nicole or Tiffany, as their first day here at LifeSpring, and I just think that's being on hospitality has really helped onboard and ramp up these relationships that we've had. Just getting to meet new people.
It's always good that you can tell a person's mood when they step into the parking lot. It's very good to be that first face that someone sees when they come up, and try to make them feel welcome and happy, and let their guard down and step on in and see what God's got to offer here.
And I think just from being available to people Sunday mornings, everyone has a story, and if you're willing to listen, if you stop for a minute, that's where you start listening to other people's stories and start sharing yours, and that's where you start making those deeper relationships. The next thing you know, you're invited to dinner, or you're, planning to go to one of the kids, football games, or just hearing about a game night or an ice cream out or something like that. And it's just the relationships that we've had here have definitely been built over the last 10 years because relationships take time.
Probably some of the strongest relationships we have
that we've ever had, probably. So something that stands out to me as a relationship, and it literally is a memory that I won't forget, is we had moved here, I'm pretty sure, to this building. So maybe I don't remember the place, but it's here or at JCC, but I know it was pouring down rain, and Angie and Tiffany and I had all been working together doing something, and I just remember us all like running to the car, getting soaking wet. We were in, I think at that time, Nicole had a minivan, and we were hopping in there and just had a good time of fellowship, the four of us, just talking about different things that were going on, and rain pouring down everywhere, and it, I don't know, that's one of my favorite memories, and those are three of my strongest friends.
One that sticks out to me probably a whole lot is old school, but it was our security guard over at JCC when we were over there, but it was Mr. Claude, and he was someone that, even though he worked there, he always talked about what joy it brought to him to come and see us as a group of believers get together every Sunday and just spread cheer to him. He would come and watch our services, and he was always a constant. He was there all the time, but it was great to grow a relationship with him while we were there. And then he does still come and see us every now and then. He brings his family. It's just, you never know how the Lord has people weaved into your life and how far along down the road that'll go.
Gosh, the people around here are just really, honestly, truly so loving and so welcoming. And being in a group like a life group or serving on a team doesn't mean that you have to be front and center spokesperson for LifeSpring. Doesn't mean that you have to have your life all together or know the Bible backwards and forwards to be in that. I think joining a life group or being on a team is just about being who God made you to be, and being willing to serve with other people, and being willing to be vulnerable. Those are all the things that God calls us to do. And it's through that where we learn people's stories, and that's, how they impact us. So I would say for anybody who is afraid to join a life group or afraid to join a team, to just step out in faith, because it's really going to be a blessing for you as you bless other people, whether that's through studying the Word in a life group or serving others on any of the teams we have here.
Or a good thing is there's a lot of times that the life groups will do something that's not maybe church related. Just have somebody step in and go check out this life group outside of that setting, so you can see who these people are as people and get comfortable with them. You're not meant to be comfortable. That's what sticks in my head about everything with LifeSpring. Give it a try. You never know what God may have in store for you. But it's good to meet others in certain ways and build those relationships, because you will need those relationships down the road.